After years of not loving my backyard, this year is the year I changed that. I am building my dream backyard. There's so much to do and I want to bring you along for the process. It's going to be just me, a few power tools, my supervisor. So today I want to show you the layout, what the yard currently looks like, and all of the plans that I have. This area behind me is going to be a large rectangular fire pit area. I already have the stone here. It started as a project last summer and never was able to finish this because of the psychiander weed. The homeowners that I bought this from, they lived here for like 40 or 50 years before me. They planted psychiandra, which is a weed, it's invasive, and it spread everywhere. It's even spreading back onto my neighbor's property. I tried to kill it 3 different ways last year, by putting Roundup and trying to poison it, by suffocating it, and by trying to dig it up, and none of them worked. This is the area that I tried to dig it up. It looks like it worked a little bit, although it took me days of effort to do just this little area, and it spans my entire yard, and it's already growing back. The only option I have at this point is to dig it all up. So that must be done before I can then put the stone on it, do a brick outline. I will also be doing a hanging bench, 4 large planters around the outside with posts and some string lights. It's going to be beautiful. As you can see behind me, I have all of these garden beds. I acquired them all last year. I have 11 beds in total, and I want to do a cattle trellis as well, with some string lights running through that. I don't love the mix match colors, so first things first, I have them built. I now need to clean them, I need to prime paint, and then place them. And here's the issue. I actually just learned this. I got the bad news. I have this leveling station, and then I'm standing on top of my septic tank right now, which I had planned to do part of the garden right here, and now I cannot because I cannot put too much weight on this as it will collapse in, which leads over to the raised drain field, which takes up over half of my yard. Now need to get creative with where I'm going to be putting this. I'm thinking I'm going to do it along here, and I'll show you in a second. Love to build something or put something where I can't see this anymore because it is such an eyesore. I'm going to remove all of the shutters, repaint them, clean the windows and the trim, repaint the trim so that everything is refreshed and looking nice. I also want to do planter boxes under the windows. So for reference, this is that leveling station that I just told you about. And if you look behind me, you can see the raised field. Echo is actually walking over it right now. I was talking to the guy at the septic company. He told me a great place to put the garden in my yard would actually be on top of the tank because there really aren't that many options here. Except if I do that, there are pros and cons. A pro would be it'd have amazing sunlight, but all of the cons would be that's where my dog uses the bathroom the most, that's where she plays, and I wouldn't be able to do a cattle trellis because I could not dig in. So that being said, the other option is to do the garden bed along this area, which doesn't have amazing sunlight. As you can see, there's a lot of shade. And this is the area of my yard that floods every year. Sump pump drain out, goes all the way to that back corner, except for there is a hole in my sump pump drain line, which is causing it to flood massively right here. So I need to dig up that area, repair it to hopefully push water further back. I also need to trim up a ton of branches. I don't really have a whole lot of plans for back in this corner. Where I'm standing would be the garden bed area. I don't know if you can tell, everything is very unlevel all over my yard, including the grading at the house. So I will need to bring in a ton of soil to level out the yard and to raise the grade. Back here, I'm just going to do my best to remove all of the psychiandra weed. Now this is going to take years of work because what I clear now, if you don't get every single piece of root, it will come back, which is what I'm dealing with currently. The goal this year is to get the majority of it out. My tip for you, if you're a homeowner, never plant psychiandra. And if you have psychiandra in your yard, get it out immediately. Probably not this summer, more than likely next summer. I would love to have some more animals here. I also will be doing a privacy fence around the entire yard. That will be a huge task on its own for just me. A pretty big deck. This deck is very old. Some of the boards need replaced this year. It also needs to be restained. Plan is to replace the boards, restain it, take out these built-ins because I would love to build up a structure almost like a pergola but with a roof. I can come lay out on a hammock actually right here and enjoy the rain and the warm weather while being protected from the elements. See, I don't have any exterior electrical outlets. Have this rock bed here that I did last year. Once I have electrical, it would be amazing to put in an inflatable hot tub. This massive pot that weighs, I'm not even exaggerating, 1,003 pounds, that I want to move over to where the fire pit area would be, and I would love to plant a peach tree in it. I want fruit trees. Unfortunately, with my yard and the septic tank and field, you cannot plant anything within about 10 feet of it, same with the fire pit. And at that point, I'm on the outside of my yard. I have a lot of work ahead of me and so little time. So I'll see you very soon for our first project.